Hello, hello. Welcome back to Pathologic 2 Play Game. That's quite the intro. You can tell I thought about that one beforehand. Let's just get into it. China. Where were we? I think we might still be on day 2. But like late day 2. Oh, I remember. We made it to the lair. Obviously, very nice. Yeah, I get it now. Yeah, we just got to the lair and we did the herb brewing tutorial. And what? Oh yeah, and I made an inventory upgrade. Nice and early. I'm very happy we were able to do that. Why am I not wearing this? How does one call upon Menku, the faithful of the kin? Know them by their hands, for they are butchers. I've never read that before. Very evocative. Have read that one. Right. Yeah, so we've just unlocked the ability to brew these, whatchamacallits, tinctures. Do I want to brew tinctures right now? Well, I do have... I was about to say I have a lot of water. I don't have any water. Is that... Do I have them in here? No. Alright. Well, I know where my water is. Have I not already checked that stash today? I don't know. I've checked that stash. These are objectives we're just going to ignore because it would not be a good use of my time to go after them. Basically, in both cases, we go there looking for one of the children on the list, and then we find out we can't because, for whatever reason, they're locked away and can't see us. Now, I know I have a lot of water up at Lara's. So I'm thinking... Because I do want to brew a lot of tinctures with the water I have. Because that's, you know, one of the main uses for them, really. I'm just trying to think about how I want to do this. It's more time efficient to take the boat down from Lara's to here than it is to take the boat up from here to Lara's. Just because of the way the river flows, I think. So, getting close to the end of the day. I'm just thinking, we obviously want to go to the theatre if we can, and then visit the dead item shop. And I've got a lot of dead items at the lump near the theatre. So I want to swing by there first. So I think what I want to do is drop as much of... clear as much of my inventory as possible. Because I'm going to go back on a... I'm going to walk across town. I'll visit the station. Walk north, loot my stuff from here, just, you know, do the general rounds, looting bins and all that. Trading, stashes, all that, run up to Lara's, get my water and anything else I feel like I can bring from the what am I saying? Anything else I want to bring back to the lair just to have easier access to it. Would I want to take the boat down? I guess it depends what the time is, because if it's not hit midnight yet, then I'm like, I might as well wait until midnight and keep doing stuff in the town, rather than get the boat back down and then run back into town just to go to the theatre. See, I think what I'll do, run to the station, run through town, do looting, all that, get the stuff from Vlad's, run to Lara's, get the stuff I want from there, go to the theatre, visit the dead item shop, and then I can head back and do my brewing and sleep. I don't think there's anything major that happens, like on the night of day 2 or day 3. How's my I'm hungry and tired. Isn't that relatable? I have food at Lara's as well. I also have 7 eggs on me, so it's not like I'm gonna starve. I do want the scalpels on me because it's night, so looters will be out, and I might take some of their organs. Alright, so what do I want to keep? I guess I want to keep... I could sleep a bit here and then go out so that I know that it will be past midnight by the time I'm out. And then if I miss the kids at the station, that doesn't matter too much. I'm not sure what time that event stops. Right, so I'm going to drop all the herbs because I don't need them while I'm out. Or do I? No, I don't. I'm not going to sell any more. I can drop the tinctures because I don't want to trade them away at this point of the game, and I'm not going to run into any plague. I'll keep the bandages because I'll be fighting stuff. Again, immunity boosters, don't need thimble, don't need... Okay. Move all these over. Wish there were a quicker way to move them over. Move the thimble over. Take the bandage because that's a dead item. What else did I say? Tinctures. I guess all these are tradable with children, so I want to keep them in case I run into one. I guess I can drop the ferromycinium. Move this over, this over. Medicine, and that should be enough room for what I'm doing, right? Yeah, that's enough room for organs and bottles and, you know, all the gifts of the earth, as they say. Alright, so I think I'm gonna save. I am gonna go to sleep. I guess I should probably eat before then, because otherwise my hunger will fill up and I won't get any health back. Okay, sleep for like 2 hours. And then we can go. What do I need to upgrade my inventory again? I need a sewing kit, a proper cape, and then I have the other stuff. Alright, 2 hours. Oh yeah, dreams. Got these two up here. Why linger? Don't get sidetracked. You have a duty. You have the list. Go back. Who are you? We're watching. Observing. No time for games now. We must watch. Watch what? Which of them will enter the door first? I think it'll be the older girl, not the boy in the collar. No one's going anywhere. That's the powers that be. This game calls them the authorities, but the powers that be is just a better name. Murky. Boo. Don't be afraid. We're all on the same side for now, aren't we? What is there to be afraid of? We're all grateful to you. We know protecting us isn't easy, but you still do it. You make sure we live. There are 7 of you, but there was an 8th on the list. Where is he? Here, for now. He's the Udurg. Is he behind that door? We think it's your father behind the door, but maybe the 8th is transitioning already. Have you discovered who he is? We're curious too. Why? Because he's the Udurg. If he lives, so do we. If he begins to die, so will we. But what's an Udurg? The big question. I'm going in this way. That was actually handy because my health went down. Apart from the 7 kids, there was an 8th on the list. I was just about to say, oh yeah, I was supposed to speak to young Vlad about the Udurg. But actually I already did that because I also had to speak to him to get the key to this place. Why did my health go down? Is it just a bad dream? Let's eat a couple of eggs. Alright, now let's sleep for 2 hours. Save. And we're going. Where's Sticky? He's over there. I was not expecting you to be out here. I'm sorry about your loss. Still, think bright thoughts. Earth takes her due, but gives in kind. Have you now remembered me? Do you remember our connection? Your dress is even more torn than before. You danced with all your energy, huh? I needed to make Earth split open, to lay your father to rest. By Allah, let Mother Bodo caress your step. I'm all yours, Kirchen. What's your name? You don't remember at all? No, I honestly don't. This is what you told me once. I often dream of salt. Either its taste, or colour, or whole salt pits, or holding some in my pinched fingers. Do you believe me now? I never told anyone about it, even my friends. Even Lara doesn't know. Barkhane, forget Lara. That's not why I'm following you. Why then? Eneshiyun kun gishebshe. This is so bad. I'm sorry. butchering this. But you're not heartless, however cruel. I won't leave you, I hold no grudge against you. Just mind this, when you finally remember, when you realise why you need me, do not hold a grudge either. Promise? I'm not the type to hold grudges. Don't send me away. We're bound, you and I. I am yours. Remember that, at least. Alright, I'll remember. I think that's the last we're seeing of her. Is the bull! I forgot. Signed Bina. Hello, Nokan. See, I brought your bull. Cleaned it up, too. We Katange never swindle one another. I hope it does talk one day. So you say it'll warn me of danger? It will, Nokan. You believed me, and for that, you'll be rewarded. Mother Bodo and Sork be my witness. Don't mention Sork in vain, Noker. It's not a name to say randomly. Ominous. When 13 people dead. That more than yesterday?
Всего было 12 дней.
Look at big eyes. Wonderful. So, got anything to say? Karabusuli. Got any surprises in store for me? How long do I need to wait? Shake your head at least. I hope you're not about to talk just yet. I guess I should give you a name. Dugai. Silent. I hope you remain such. Everyone I'm close with has gone silent. You do the same, Dugai.
Это не очень мало, но и не слишком много.
I'm sorry I keep interrupt. I guess I can go visit while I'm close. Here, up into town. And then the lamp. Then the thing with the lump is that it looks close to the theatre, but then there's actually no close way. You have to go all the way around. But I can do it.
Вот и еще один день миновал. Город меняется. Что-то происходит в театре. Что-то происходит в тебе.
Could go harvesting for herbs because they show up better at night. The little glowing particles around them. But I'd already picked quite a lot around the swamp, and I don't want to make the trek all the way over to Shekin. Saba will teach us. She knows the way. She speaks to Earth. Mother Bodo talks to us through her. What if she interprets it wrong? You know how it can be. Impossible. It's not religious, just wisdom. Mundane advice. Heart will tell if she's wrong, certainly, but Saba rarely is. But she's a teacher to you. She knows our traditions. We have long been oppressed. Now we face extinction. We forget our language, our crafts and arts, the art of talking to earth, the language of herbs, the craft of lines. She advises well. What advising do you need? Not a simple one. That wasn't an offer, by the way. I'm a bad advisor. I can speak to her again. I have a question for our mother. There is little time left before it all ends. When it happens, Would I be allowed to spare the lives of those who trusted me and call themselves friends? Would I be allowed not to kill them? And what happens when the kin flood the town, when the steppe consumes the streets and houses? What shall I do to people then? I do like visiting this place. I like getting more of the kin. I'm sure we'll talk more about it as the game goes on. I have complicated feelings about how the game handles the kin. And, you know, as a colonized people, I really like these bits. I think they're handled well, but there's other parts which they're potentially more thorny. I don't know, we'll get into it later. Dream on. I don't think Barack really believes in the revolution yet. I want to talk to Saba. Will our brothers and sisters be allowed to marry? The kin are, well, kin. We're all children of Bodo, and there's so few of us left. Marry the townsfolk. That's the only way to survive. We're too different. That's the idea. That doesn't matter. When the kin swallow the town, there'll be neither wives nor children. And you'll become the kin's last generation. Oh, he's not looking good. No, let's not judge. It might just be... Just because we're worried about a plague doesn't mean this guy's horrible skin has to be related to that. He could just have the bad case of acne. I can relate. I would ask Mother about self-sacrifice. She said we must sacrifice everything for our fellow kin as we prepare to flood the town. I gave everything I had, even my own entrails. Ah. Yeah, that would do it. Now I'm dying. Did I make the correct decision? What for? I'll tell it to Saba. It's a long story. I should save my strength. You're asking me it was a stupid thing to do. I'm not here to comfort, I'm here to tell it how it is. I forgot she had a reflection. She drinks a lot of milk. What do I care? No one knows how she became herself. Suspicion and fear surround a tale of one who left the steppe. She's said to be inhuman, a doll of clay and bone. Shabnak Adig. There is blood in her veins. The same can be said of Earth. So what? Those are mere legends. My master waits for her assigned time. 5 years ago, during the first outbreak, Earth cast her with a secret task that must have been fulfilled back then. Are you saying that the first outbreak was curbed by your father, however? With vicious force he changed the flow of history, and Saba Uspte, Saba Oten, the one called Aspity by common folk, stayed behind within this world, a groomless bride, a blemish, lost, estranged from her true goals, believes she owes her life to Isidore, who made her, who foresaw her. What do you mean made her? What nonsense is this? She feigns humanity quite well, and holds respect and power in the kin. She rules over this hiding place, where stepfolk can find escape from being yoked within Olgimpsky's cruel mill. Here they can hide and heal and run their midnight markets. Are there many such steppe people? Enough. Enough to flood the town. There will be blood. Your father, whom she worships without understanding, meant the kin to merge into the town to make a body whole, but we cannot and will not. So she decided to adjust the town to the needs of the kin. She brokers work for brides and odongs, setting them up as dancers or couriers. One wonders why. She doesn't know what she's doing. Indeed, she is not human, after all, but love does drive her, like it drives you, and love is blind and foolish. Not always.
Что у меня с глазами?
My legs aren't that crooked. That's good. Who are all these people, Saba? What do they want? They respect me, you see. They know not the lines, but I sense earth. Me? I speak to them on her behalf. They believe I am made of soil, like Shabnak Adig, though they don't call me that. They ask... I do want to ask about this, actually. So you're like a religious teacher to the kin. Did father know? No. I shielded him from this. Remember, it was I who loved him. I was not loved in return, for he regretted me coming into being. I reminded him of his bitter sin. What sin? The first outbreak. Do you know how old I am? I first awoke 5 years ago when it happened. There were many dead, and many of the dead were of our people, the Katange. The crude sprawl is a poor district. But what were you shielding him from? From what is about to happen. The Katange want blood. He was a kind man. He needed not to know of his people's anger, of how he himself stoked that fury. They would never hurt him for what he had done. He was too venerated. But they will take it out on the town. They don't seem angry to me. Confused, perhaps. I teach the truth of the kin to these people. I retell our old legends. I remind them of Bodo's will, of how the world is a body. I hear the earth and speak her will for them. I make sure they know where they came from and where they're going. A sick people, a weak people needs this. Our future hangs by a thread. Why were they asking me then, and not you? I knew this would happen. You have done well following the lines. You think so? My answers were not the same you would have given them. They believe they come here for advice. False. They have long since made up their minds. Now only their weakness sows doubt in them. We take on the burden of that doubt. Whatever we tell them, they'll do what they think is right. Yeah, I used to flip coins. I always knew what to do before the coin even fell, no matter which side was up. No one... Oh, there's more in here. We went to the warren. We stood by its walls. We hoped to be let in the ark. The pest is spreading across the town. We wanted to hide. If we can't get to Mother Tyre, we can at least find refuge at Saba. She is also like a mother to us. She'll teach us how to protect ourselves. Children of many mothers, aren't you? Even Mother Bodo caresses your steps still. There was... I remember in my first playthrough there was some event with the kin where... I don't remember exactly. They gave me a bunch of food and they wanted me... Oh no, maybe it was a bunch of money. And then they wanted me to like go petition Olgimsky to like let them do something. And he said no. And then I ran into them again and they were like, oh, it didn't work. Can you give us back the money? And then obviously it's like, do you want to give them the money or are you going to use it yourself? And obviously, because I'm a nice person, I gave the money back. But, no, I remembered that being quite early on, but it hasn't happened yet. Unless I just missed it. Do these restock at midnight? They do. No? There's no one... No one here. That's a pretty good trade. Got a full stack of these. Save it again. Again, I was sure there was a thing with the children where they wanted my food. Especially because, you know, they give it to you on day one. It makes sense that they want repayment on day two. But again, that's not happened like I remembered. You know, it could just be that these things happen later than I remember. Because things haven't gotten desperate yet. You know, it's not until today that the plague starts. Let's run over to the station. We're not going to do... They're going to ask us to try and summon a train. And we're not going to do that. I do not have the time. But you get an achievement for it. Of course, there's no actual train. There's Murky's hideout. She, I believe, is not there. Even if she is there, there's like... Can't talk to her. White, yellow, red, blue, green. What are you kids doing? Train summoning. Is it working? There's too few of us. Not enough power. Do you all call at once or take turns? Why'd you ask, Uncle Hunchback? And you're so huge, like a giant. I sure am. Eat healthy and you'll be just as big. Actually, you're really big. Maybe you can help. Do you know how to train summon? I used to, but it's been a while. Look, first you have to wish really, really hard for it to come. Can you do that? Definitely. Next, you have to give it a name. It needs to be an adjective, so that it'll be adjacent. Got it? I feel like in Russian, like there was clearly some sort of wordplay going on here, and they've tried to do it here. But, like, I have no idea what adjacent means here. It just reads very awkward. Abrupt. Last, find the dead end of a railroad, the southernmost one that goes into the steppe and curves a bit. Stand there and think real hard about how it needs to come soon and call it by the name held in your mind. Will you? Nah, guys, this is too much. See you around. 2 weeks late already, and I'm waiting for a wonderful parcel. Yeah, food would be a nice delivery too. Racing train. Fastest train. Speedy. Lightning quick. Immediate. Ugh, I guess I'm choosing the wrong names. Those names seem fine. Yeah, we are not going to do that because that is not a good use of our time. Even if it is fun. I'm wondering, do I want to go straight to the theatre? Or do I want to go to Old Gimpsky's and then the theatre? I guess it really depends where the dead item shop is today. And I gotta be honest, I have no memory of where it is each day. I'm gonna go to the lump first. How's my reputation? No one cares, no one cares, no one cares. Where was it that people don't like me? Oh, it was the gut, wasn't it? I guess maybe my reputation's reset. Or not reset, but at least gone up passively because I haven't committed any crimes there today. What shop is this? A grocery. Alright, I might look in here. Find anything? Safety pin. Yeah, that's a good trade actually. I need a reputation boost here anyway. How much? Still not too expensive actually, so obviously hazelnuts. I want to get... I think I'm going to prioritize the fish because I know I've also got fish at Lara's, and so this will stack. Do I want to get all the fish? That's 1,800. That's over half of my money. I think it's fine. And get an apple for the thirst. No, no, close. So, eat that. And eat that. That's good. Burak, the savage. Can you just imagine, like, walking into this shop, buying, like, an armful of fish, and then just gobbling it right in front of her? Just absolutely no shame on this guy. Is this all going to be empty? I don't know if this will have repopulated yet. You don't want fingernails? That would be really useful. I already have a couple of thimbles. I'm not sure I want to use a bandage for another one. I have no bottles. Oh, they have repopulated. That's a bug. Right. No. No. Excuse me? They're way more aggressive than I remember. Excuse me? He's keeping his distance. What are you doing, man? Okay, that's actually pretty annoying. I swear these guys used to be really easy. Right next to the theatre. Alright, fine. I don't want to use my scalpel is the thing. You know, the scalpel... I'm pretty sure if I used my scalpel, I would, yes, pop up. The scalpel, I'm pretty sure... this one, I can never remember where it is. I think it's inside the courtyard. Yeah, the scalpel, you can use it for combat, and I'm pretty sure it would be good enough. Good enough for me to actually kill those. It would do enough damage. But, you know, I don't want to waste the durability when I need that to actually do the surgery. You know, take the organs. That's the only reason I'm fighting them. Can't get in through here. That would be too easy. Huh, no thugs around. I feel like there's always thugs around the theatre. Day 2.
Я умею творить чудеса. Я руки вот так на человека накладываю, и у него, ну, там, рак какой-нибудь, опухоль в крови. Я не разбираюсь. Просто меня Господь любит.
3 года назад мы нашли средства от тифа. 4 года назад от южной холеры. Год назад от быстрого штамма оспы. Наука умеет все.
Местная медицина. Местная медицина умеет многое. Хотя после учебы я был решил, что все это дичь и варварство. Но порой она и впрямь помогала.
Но похвастались друг перед другом. Как дети малые, право слово.
Кончайте свой нелепый консилиум, эскулапы. Никакая медицина вам тут не поможет.
We're done. Oh, it's just there. I should have gone to Vlad's first. Herb. There you go. Alright. What am I doing? Okay, up to Lara's. And then... what if I take a boat from Lara's down to here? Get the dead items from Olgimsky. and then head over to the dead item shop. I think that's a good plan. Well done, me. Checking the corners for looters. Keep heading north. I want to say this background music, you know, it is much more understated. That's a word for it. Than I think that's a guard, not a bandit. It is much more understated than Pathologic 1's was, but it really does, like the percussion, it's just sort of keeping the tension up. Is one of those things that adds to you know, never being able to relax in this game. Right, he's dead. Now what am I going to do with him? Two grindstones. Okay, drain the blood. Now we want the organs. Take that. Take that. Rubbish. We got all of them. Okay. That. We can repair that. I don't want to drop it. I do need to let go of something. Drop the empty bottle. This here, put that there. That's room for the heart. There we go. See? That's clothes. What are they selling in the clothes shop? Are they selling any good, like plague defense stuff yet? Red. Thimble. No sewing kits. That's unfortunate. Need to keep an eye out for those. Not that I can carry one at the moment anyway. Does this usually have the particles over it? Oh. Yeah, they're already out. Herbs, please. Oh, that was a white whip, wasn't it? Where's the other one? There. White whip and swevery. Killing me here. Right, I can make this work. There we go. I really hope these cupboards haven't reset. That would be very upsetting. Okay. That's good. That's very good. want water. Let's just eat both of those. So what was the main thing I came here for? Water. We have thimbles, thread, scissors. We don't need those immediately. More water. We want as much water in the lair as possible because that's where we're going to be doing the brewing. Move this over here. Do I want any twire in right now? Why not? It's just another cache. Although maybe that means that's one of today's good caches and I'll find like a schmouder in there. Yeah, I just opened the map for that. And now the music's going funny. Matches. Do I want matches on me? Sure, why not? Yeah, I think that's alright for now. And there was nothing in here, was there? No. You don't want to talk. Nothing in these cabinets yet, is there? No. Hey, I'm feeling good about how this is going. Let me... time. Before I leave, I want to double check the stash near Laura's just in case it's repopulated. It has not. Glad I did that. You know what? We only just saved. I have no shame. Okay, there is a plague district now that it's... That was very sudden chanting. There is a plague district now that it's day 3. It's fast travel. I don't think time pauses in that menu. I'm not sure if it does. Okay. I think, yeah, it's the district with our father's house. So this is plagued up. I feel like this district must be plagued up as well. Because day 3 is when the bell goes off and then we have to go save Peter. Yeah. I was thinking that on day 1 it was confined to one district, but actually I don't think that's right. Please tell me. I was going to say, please tell me it took the individual one rather than from taking from the pile. But it didn't. But that is okay. Right, let's put this there, this there. Keep that all together. It's good to keep the big things in like actually that's a point. It's good to keep the big things in their own compartments. It just makes the Tetris easier because it means that they're never going to interfere with other items, so you don't have to worry about them. When Tetrising around with other items, like you don't have to think about, oh, I've got to put this 4 somewhere, because it's like, oh, nothing else is ever going to interfere with this. It's just got its own little pocket. Right, now we can put that there, that there. That's why I try to keep this middle bit full of just like the 1 square size items. Just like those. There. That can go over there. Can go there. See, there is a method. Yeah, I think that's about as optimized as it's going to get. Right. So, check this stash. Run to Vlad's. And what's the quickest way? South. Run here. Check this. Run here. And then once I've checked that, I guess we just do a loop and go back to Vlad's and pass the day there, or no, I guess we want to go back to the lair to drop all this stuff off. It does get dark at night, doesn't it? Who knew? They've got electric lighting though. I'm pretty sure this is a thug. No, stop it. It's dead. Nuts. Money, money. Oh, that's actually tricky. What do I want? I don't know what the candle stub is good for, but part of me wants... Oh, but a full lockpick. A full lockpick is probably best, let's be honest. They stack. Organs stack. This is all worth it, believe me. They still... That's good. They'll still trade with me. Playground. I know how to find my way into a playground. Don't read into that. That sounds weird now that I think about it. I didn't take blood. Guess I don't have any empty bottles. And I don't have an easy way to carry one. So, actually that's completely fair. Oh my gosh. It's in there. Read the dusty note. Found the last walnut, hidden in the tadpole yard. You haven't found the last walnut. I gave them all to someone for a cure to the plague. I don't want... Talk. 3 of these is really nice. But it would take up another square. What is it? It's 4 AM. Got a couple of hours of dead item shop availability. Do I want 1 lockpick? I guess the question is, am I gonna need a lockpick anytime soon? Am I gonna need ammo anytime soon? No, but it's quite valuable. It's quite a good item to sell or trade. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm going to pour out this. Pour out this. Actually, no. That was weird. It got really thin. Split. Oh my gosh, I just want to drop it. Okay, I was gonna go back round and take blood from the guy I killed and get more herbs. But now I'm wondering if it's worth the menu tax. It's 4:17 already. Screw that. Time is passing way quicker already. That was 2 minutes. Things are going nuts. Drink. You know what? I'm getting the water. I don't care. Save. You don't want to talk to me. More of those, more of those. Oh, I want the dead items right this second. Is there anything I can drop? Yeah, you know what? I'll drop one of these. Okay, we've got to hurry. Time is already passing so much faster than it was before. Yeah, I guess that's one thing. The game doesn't well, I guess it kind of tells you. You know, at the end of each day, he's like, time, you know, at the end of each day, and you get this speech in your dad's very deep voice. About how time waits for no man. It goes faster each day. And that is completely literal. Completely worth it. Yeah, 2 things of coffee. That's actually pretty good. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, time literally moves faster each day. Like, I'm pretty sure it gets to the point where day 11, the last day, is like half as long as day 1. So, you know, it's pretty dramatic. And already I'm noticing it. It's not worth it. Right, it should be right here. Please have a schmauder. I would really like that. Okay. I'd rather not trade the organs. But I will if I have no other choice. How much is it? 40. Alright, what else can I get? The ring is actually pretty good because it sells for a decent amount. But do I want to trade all that away now? You could have another Schmauder tomorrow. These are the questions you have to keep in mind. Alright, well I can use these. Actually, that's a point. Wait right there. I can use these bandages, which heals me, and it gives me... I was about to say, and it gives me another bloody bandage, but they only stack to 5. What? I could have sworn when you use a bandage, you get a bloody bandage back. Just been scammed. Well, I guess I did need to heal anyway, but even so. Right. Yeah, I don't want to trade any organs. Oh, it values the liver more than the heart. That's interesting. Yeah, trade 2 of these away. So, I'd have to trade 2. So I'm trading an extra 3 for a ring, which will sell for like 1,000. That worth it? Not sure that is worth it. No, I'm not getting the ring. 8 for a single bullet. Madness. Yeah, I think I'm just sticking to the Schmauder. See, it was all worth all that planning I did. Paid off. Right, so now I want to head south, visit the stash it's pointing me to. I hope it doesn't point you to stashes you've already taken. That would be pretty obnoxious. Then... yeah, we're just going to run back to the lair and drop off all this water and probably do some brewing. I was just staring at the map. But I still need to double check where I'm going. Empty. Oh, what's going on there? Oh. Being attacked. I would help, but they've already got a big head start. So, sorry about that. name of efficiency, I'll put that there. Oh, it wasn't pointing me to a stash, it was pointing me to this event. Yeah, I forgot about this. Look alive, brothers and sisters. This one's in cahoots with Notkin's crew. So tell me, old man, which side are you really on? I'm on my own. What do you even want, big man? You come to drag us home? Tough luck. We're going home when we want, and not a minute earlier. That's how you can tell he's a big boy. As I see it, there's a fight brewing here. What's the problem, kids? That's our great conflict. Oh, that's our great conflict, old man. The Soul and a Halves see our tower as the root of all evils, and we can't live without it. The tower makes people into super people. The Soul and a Halves would rather become mindless pets. So, if they want to be beasts, why are you the ones wearing the dog masks? The good reason. These masks remind us we're still beasts, and the true humans inside us are yet to come out. They can't see well, are almost deaf, and speak only in gibberish. Lots of room left for growth. And what's with the 4-on-1? First off, it's 4-on-1.5. He does have a soul, half a soul more than ordinary folk. Second, we're not here to kick his ass. They're the ones keen on bashing us with clubs and worse. Us, we're a peaceful bunch. We fight only in self-defense. Why did you drive him up there like a cat up a tree? We're teaching him discipline. He should get used to heights. You don't mind if I go upstairs and talk to him, do you? Go ahead, who's stopping you? See for yourself. The higher you go, the better it gets. I find the down below no less fascinating. Yeah, right. Have fun with all the stiffs and maggots around you. Can't argue with that. He did just own me with facts and logic. Yeah, so they're the ones who live in the polyhedron, floating above it all. And this is one of Notkin's people. The Haruspex is more aligned with them philosophically. You know, he's a man of the earth. You haven't frozen, have you? Buddy? That was weird. He wasn't animated at all. So what did they tell you? That you're in team no heights. I'm in team freedom, and our team dislikes zealots. We don't appreciate being dragged by the collar to turn into angels or wind or whatever. All in good time. You're one of Notkin's, right? We had a curious conversation yesterday. Notkin does everything right. Fast on the draw. His father got killed in the war. Mum died during childbirth. Most of our lot are orphans. That's why we're tough. I see. Damn this war. It's alright. All will be quiet when we gather at the station this evening. That's our no man's land. A good place. Yeah, I've heard. Stop prying. Grown-ups not welcome where we gather. You ruin everything. Fair enough. I just suddenly thought we kept the collar Notkin gave us. Because I think on day 3 you can trade it away for another Schmauder. I don't know where it is. I didn't see it while I was just at Laura's, and it wasn't at Vlad's. Is it at the lair? I don't think so, but where else would it be? might have left some stuff at Ruben's as well now that I think about it. That's annoying. I don't want to lose that. Alright, I'm glad that it pointed me to this, because I'd actually forgotten that this event happened today. And... I was about to say we can get the boat back, but actually... I think it's probably no quicker than just running. Oh, that might not be true. I don't know. I don't know. Being optimal is hard. How much time will it take? It's on the other side of the fence. 50 minutes. Right, yeah. Oh, hello, Zeki Murin fan page. Hope I'm saying that right. Zeki. I'm gonna call you Zeki. Sorry if I missed that. I haven't checked chat for a while. I'm not in the habit, I suppose. Hopefully you're still here. Oh. I don't have any blood. I don't need to wait for the roots to pop up. Alright, drop off stuff first. You gotta make room. Can't talk to the bull yet. Yeah, sorry if I missed you for a while. I've been, this game can be quite absorbing, and I can forget to check stuff. Alright. Water. Water. Organs. Can't decide how to balance selling organs versus brewing with them. Pick all these up and we're gonna make some tinctures. Right, use the good ingredients first. Use, that's white whip. That is no rubbish. And I don't even remember. I thought that was Svevery. I forget. Okay. Yeah, make all of the plus tinctures you can, because obviously they're the best ones. And that's all we need for now, I think. Do I want any normal tinctures? Alright, let me organise this a bit. Oh, okay. I'm just thinking what I'm gonna need tinctures for today. So they're good immunity boosters, although I'd rather not drink them myself. I'd much rather save these for giving to people to boost their immunity. You know, I'm pretty sure plus tinctures are the best items you can give them for that. I guess I should make some normal tinctures. Because I'd rather use those when it comes to normal diagnosis stuff. Right, so... Right, I just got rid of them. So... Black and brown makes orange. Brown and red is white. Red and black is green. Okay. I think I want to have 2 of each. I think that's... If I can, if I can remember what they make. Rubbish.
Чует кошка, чье мясо съела.
I have water, please. Okay, that's good. That's a good amount. And I don't need water with me. And I don't need herbs with me. Because from this point on, I do not want to sell them in general. Right. Alright, like I say, fill up the small pockets first. I should keep the colours together just for my own, I was going to say sanity. You know, just to look nice. Okay, that's good, I think. Now,
Это надо же было так достать человека.
Right, I want to repair the scalpel. I need another thing I don't have on me. Let's just carry 2 with us. That should be enough to... Let's carry 3. No. Actually, that's fine, I guess. So this there, this there. Carry the pills with me. Drop off the schmauder. I don't need it. Anything else? Do I need coffee? I should probably carry the coffee with me, you know. Avoid sleep and all that. Broken ampule. Drop this here. I think the rest of this is all stuff I'd like to carry. Spring, egg. I didn't bring the fish from Lara's. I was just too full up on stuff. Doing a real life hydration. I wonder how big these bottles are, you know. Artemy just downs a whole one in one go, but you know, a single bottle can last you a decent amount of time. Anyway. Well, this is the man who eats a fish whole, so what do I know? Right, the day is about to tick over. Why are the gloves so low? Oh, you know what? I bet it's just because I've been, you know, getting into fist fights. That would wear them down. I guess I don't want to go to sleep now. You have anything to say yet? I know that technically this is the diagram for remembering how to brew stuff. But you think I'm going to take the time to look at that when I need to make the most of every moment? I'm waiting for the day to tick over because I'm pretty sure Sticky will have something to say once daytime starts. Look at him. Pretending he knows what he's doing. Little scamp. In which the alarm bell tolls. And it will. Journal. Some things aren't bound to happen. Oh yeah, that was the thing with Murky. I'm sorry, Murky. I just didn't have the time. Right, day 3 is when I need to talk to Lara. I was just at Lara's, funnily enough. No? You don't have anything? I thought day 3 was when... I thought that was when... when you and Sticky do the heist. But I guess not. Unless he doesn't think of it until later, which would be kind of annoying. Right. So these districts are plagued right now. I'd rather not run through them. Gotta run all the way back to Lars after just doing that overnight. But it was worth it because I gotta drop off all my stuff and all that. Hang on. I don't have the collar, do I? Right, yeah, you're still not talking. I don't have the collar. Let me load this because I've just wasted a bunch of time for no reason. You can't be everywhere. You can't save everyone. Watch me. Alright, I guess... Where do I want to go? I don't know. I remember the highlights of what happened on day 3, but I don't remember the specifics. If I remember right, we have to go see Lara and then get all our friends together to have a big hangout at midnight, because that's obviously a priority during the pandemic. We'll get a tip to go see Georgi Kane. Georgi, I never know how they want you to say it. Because he controls like the property or something. Which the alarm bell tolls. Yes, I know. Anything? No, you still... Nice cat. Still not stocking medicine yet, are you? How many needles have I got? 15 needles. Fishing hooks for needles. They don't take bullets, funnily enough. No, bullets are for adults. And that's not just me projecting my pedestrian morals onto the town. I mean, the adults actually like... Don't just interrupt me like that. The boss has an urgent matter to discuss with you, Master Barak. It concerns your family home. Will this teleport me without taking time? Because if so, that's actually really good. Let me try it. Because yeah, if I remember this quest right, I mean, it's basically a waste of time, but I still kind of want to do it. The conversations you can have. This seems important. Let's go there now. It doesn't teleport you. That would have been nice. Yeah, so we go to Vlad's. He tells us, oh, the judge is like deciding what to do with your house today. So then you have to go run over to the Crucible and see Georgi. The pumps aren't broken yet. That's nice. And then Georgi has you run over to the infected district to get the deed to your house or whatever. Alright, buy the nuts. I think I want to hold on to my money for now in case I need medicine or something else. You know, we're not doing badly on food right now. So yeah, Georgi has you run into the awful plague district. And then you meet the guy and he's like, why do you care about your house? The world is ending. And then you run back to Georgi and he's like, well, you can have the house, but it looks like it's not in a very nice state right now. What do you want? 2,000. How much will you... 100. Alright, I don't want any of this. Got nothing. Yes, then you run back to Georgi. I've been interrupted talking about this quest so many times. And he's like, oh yeah, I finished talking about the quest. He's like, yeah, the house doesn't seem nice, but it's yours, I guess. And then you're like, oh, this quest was a massive waste of time. But I kind of do like the chance to get to talk to Georgi because he's an interesting fella. How fares your kind, Katangir? Do you know what an Adurg is? What does the Kundra sigil stand for? A body that contains a world. Everyone knows that. Of course. Everyone but me. Bekara. It can be a creature made of many creatures, like a family. A taglur. A group of people bound by the same fate. I see. Our words are erased, Katangir. We turn our father's flutes into sticks. We take old words, big words, and apply them to small things. But the connection to the source is still there. The lines, remember. Yes, connections are like veins. You can't just tear them out. Apparently. Third means body contains the world. Let me just look at something quickly. Alright, not important. Do you have anything to say? Oh, hazelnuts. I'm not using the springs for that though. Maybe I can. No, these are valuable items. I don't want to give them away for nothing. This is a pharmacy, right? I do actually need a chisel. Because I need to fix my scalpel. So I will give you that, but only because it's an emergency. He can't repair that stuff. He can repair this stuff. Okay, I have a nice scalpel again. See, and I can trade. I can get it straight back from this guy. People in the shop. All because of the damned war. We're losing it. The train that came in June was the last. I just know it. We're not seeing another one. It's not like we're on an island in the middle of an ocean. That's exactly how it is. Perhaps. We've been cut off from the world, all alone. Food supplies are dwindling. I'm not even talking about medicine. Where are we to get more? And now our only competent doctor is gone. The winter will be the end of our town. We have cows and we have bulls, not to mention stores of meat in the warehouses. I hope you're right. But the coming winter will be harsh, mark my words. In times like these, it becomes apparent just how childish we are. So dependent on that umbilical cord, on the noble families. Without them, we're done for. Our town can't stand on its own. It can feed others, but can't support itself. This is a very central metaphor. It's going to come up a lot. You know, Pathologic 2 is a... Well, let's finish the conversation first. There's always room for change. Let the child crawl, and after a couple of head bumps, it'll be running around. Yeah, Pathologic 2, more than anything else, I think, is... Well, more than anything else. Narratively, at least. I don't want to pay for a cloth mask. Is a coming-of-age story. You know, a coming-of-age of... Barack, sorry, I just got a notification on my phone telling me that we've got a storm coming. Storm Aisha in the UK. It is windy today. Man, we're already on the letter I. That's pretty far. We don't need any of this. It is definitely a coming-of-age story in many senses. You know, for Barack, most importantly. For the literal children all across the town and their relationship to their fathers. But also for the town itself. It's about the town maturing and growing up. And you know, that metaphor of the umbilical cord being dependent on the outside world is how they tie that together, and I'm a big fan. Some might say it's on the nose, but I like it. No, this is hardly David Cage. I'm sorry, I've got him on the brain. I've been watching a Let's Play of Detroit Become Human, and man, that game, how blunt can you be? Anyway, this guy's eyeliner is on point, and I'm always surprised. You know, they don't seem like the type who would care about putting on their green eyeliner in the mornings. Which department you from, pal? Cutting? In a way. That's one of my favourite jokes in the game. That fat pig refuses to come out. Refuses even an explanation. Bloodsucker. What happened? The factory shut down 2 days ago, didn't you know? I mean, yeah, there's this soot problem. But when will it run again? How many of us will find themselves on the streets? Will anyone pay us for the downtime? Or will the payment be reduced? I can tell you right now it's the latter, and that won't feed my children. Yeah. We want at least to be told what's going on. Why is the train not coming? Why cork up the termitory? I'll tell you why. They want it all shut down. They're just looking for an excuse to close the factory. There was no accident, and the toxic soot is a lie, a cover, a crock of shit. Closing the Bull Enterprise? I don't think so. We produce so much meat. Everyone needs to eat. Were you born yesterday, pal? What do you know? People are illiterate here. No fancy schools, but they still think faster than you. The state has one leg in the grave. Things are going downhill so quickly, we can't even end this bloody war. It won't end well. Look, buddy, things are going bad, but no one wants to close down the factory. Nothing ever ends well. You going to see the man yourself? Tell him we ain't leaving without an answer. More people will come. We'll stay here for as long as we have to. Let the hateful pig tell us the truth. Actually, I agree that it doesn't look well. Too many strange things happening. And they all align. I haven't got anything else to drop off here. I was just wondering if those were lootable and I'd missed them the whole time. He speaks so slowly. Good thing you've come to visit, Master Bruch. Right on time. Early bird gets the worm indeed. The Canes plan to take away your house. Isidor's dead, God rest his soul, and his heir is on the run. The decision will be made today. Did you see what's happening on your porch? I don't have to look to know, my boy. I can work out the details just fine. The noise is hard to ignore too. I'm not deaf. All of this does not concern you. That's where you're wrong. It does concern me. Being a doctor in a town where 2/3 of the people are unemployed is... Do you have any idea how much I lose after every single day of downtime? If I've stopped the factory, that means I have had a very good reason for doing so. I've had very good reasons for doing so. Mind your test tubes and surgical instruments, Master Bruch, and keep your nose out of my affairs. I handle my business just as well as you handle yours. You mind that. Very angry. So why do the Canes want my family home? As you should know, the town is ruled by 3 families. I hold the economy, the abattoir, the factory, the station, the warehouses, known collectively as the Bull Enterprise. A silly name, but it sticks. Samarov upholds the peace. He handles the populace. And the Kanes build houses, other structures, general planning, all on them. I know this. The Kanes see all houses, including yours, as cogs in a machine. They might decide to demolish it, or do something else entirely. The late Simon Kane was close to your father. One could say they were friends. Opposites truly do attract, yes they do. Let them have it. If you don't want the house for yourself, I'll be happy to take it off you. I'll pay you good money for it. Never let a good thing go to waste, I always say. There's no changing the Kanes' minds with money. They have enough. You, however, might succeed. Go see the judge and soon. It might be too late in an hour or two. Kanes live in the Crucible, right? We might do that. Is there really nothing else to be doing on day 3? Like, I want to do this quest. Why is it pointing me to that house? That's where Victor is, not Georgi. Maybe you talked to Victor, and I forgot. See, there's the Kane thing, which doesn't matter. And there's Lara's thing, which I also want to do, but doesn't really matter. What's the actual central thing for day 3? I mean, it's learning about the plague, isn't it? But I guess... yeah, I guess... it's triggered by going to find the Bachelor, which doesn't happen until you cure one of Notkin's people later. So I guess we don't actually have anything to do until the afternoon when Notkin's crew come and find us. I'll tell you what I could do then. I run across to the Crucible. While I'm there, I might as well talk to the guy about the polyhedron. And then I take the boat to Lara's because this way it will be going with the current, so it'll be fairly quick. And then we talk to Lara and we have our quests for the day. And then we just go about doing our, you know, usual looting, questing thing. That sounds like a plan. Oh, I thought I could tell them that he doesn't care what they have to say. Nice. Soap could be nice. Right, you like raisins. Raisins for egg. I do want soap because I'm pretty sure adult women like soap. Women do be soaping. I'm sorry, but this is what they like. What can I say? This game forces you to make broad stereotypes because that's all of the people of the town are. And they've jacked up morphine to 10. Guys are ruthless. And for 4, safety pin. Is it really worth that? For 1 morphine? Apparently. What do you want? You also like raisins. 6, 8. Three. Raisin and a beetle. Sure. Now let's have an egg and an apple. I'm very glad the pumps are still working. I thought it was today they stopped working, but maybe it's tomorrow, when the panic really sets in. You don't want bullets either? Well then, what are bullets even good for? Now this is where someone's gonna get clever and say, oh, you put them in guns. No, you don't. You have any idea how much guns are? And then you have to keep them maintained so they don't break. No, guns are stupid. I suppose I really should get more immunity boosters, shouldn't I? Getting loads of soap. I don't want bullets. Oh! We got another one. This is incredible. Right. 4, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, 4. It's incredible. I think I just have to accept that the collar's lost. I'm not going to find that today, but I think that's alright. We are doing pretty well on the Schmauder front. Yeah, I've looted all of this early this morning, so there's really nothing to do. But I do have stuff that I can trade with adults now. Thimble for soap. I don't need more thimbles. Tell you what though. Smoked fish. Is that really worth half of my fishing hooks? Sure. Alright, let me drink. Trade. So I guess I do just have to sell the bullets. There's like nothing good to do with them. Nobody wants to trade for them. I really thought the guards would want to trade for them. Outrageous, I say. Alright. Empty bottles. They keep your stuff together. Volumetric stuff compressor, you might say. I have enough springs and scrap metal, and I don't have anything else that needs repairing. Ah, I hadn't realised that. Time literally pauses as you're filling bottles. Safety pin. No, it's not worth it. Oh my gosh. We've hit the jackpot. Do I really want to give away all of these? This is so good. I can't believe I've found this many, but I'm depleting my store of nuts. Give me a charm for 4. And chalk for 2. I'm sorry, but that's extremely worth it. Right. You're impossible to please. Yeah, I'm not... Jewelry's for selling. Yeah, like that chanting stuff, it always sounds like it's coming from our house. Part of me wants to run over and see if she has another Schmauder. Because that would be 3 in a row. No, okay. Good. Because I don't think I could have afforded it. Right. A lot of teenagers in this park. Hooligans. Wow, that's way cheaper. I think we have enough soap. Give me that. You just have ammunition, don't you? These guys are useless. Get with the program. There is no demand for bullets in this town. Literally nobody uses them. That's really unfortunate how that's worked. No, I'm not giving away 2 soap for a single egg. I'm holding out for better deals. That guy's doing a bespoke animation. You know how rare those are in this game? What time is it? 9 AM. I don't have any organs. I was about to go visit Var. Trade. 8. See, I knew a more reasonable trade would come along. Now we're in the bridge square. I have coffee. I don't want more. This is the guy who has the toolkit, right? who we're gonna rob later. He doesn't have it yet. What are you? 340? What can I buy for 340? Nothing. I mean, that's basically free. 340? Gonna hold on to the charm. It's gotta sell better on another day. Like 340 seems unreasonably low. Oh yeah, these guys. Staring at the birds. Crows perching directly on the cathedral are a bad omen. Crows have the right to be devout too. Why? The Canes, every building is a machine, making something for humans. Or with them. For example, this crucible has nothing to do... Oh, this cathedral has nothing to do with religion. There's a grim joke circulating around, claiming that the cathedral makes time. Makes time for what? Just makes it. Produces it. The Canes lay out their buildings in such a way that they change the perception and worldview of those inside them. I guess Simon wanted people to feel the flow of time differently inside the cathedral, so that's how he planned the building. But then rumours simplified the idea. Alright, but how are the crows at fault? They slow time down. The Canes rush it ahead. They refuse to sit on their hands. Complacency and laziness are the worst sins in their book. Slow time is tantamount to death for them. But those are just silly rumours. I, on the other hand, don't like being rushed. Don't have enough time as it is. Crows not being noticed by anyone is a bad omen. What kind of omen is that? A real one. Crows are harbingers of death. Whoever doesn't notice crows will die soon. We've been standing here for a while. Many, many, many people passed us by. The three of us were the only ones who stopped to look. The four of us? The three. There are three of us. Oh. Yeah. 4. Whichever you prefer. 3 is fine by me. Crows being so numerous this year are a bad omen. Sein Beine, Khayala. How fares your kine? With us Katange, all omens seem to be death omens, and no one cares. I don't think I've ever met a people so indifferent. When crows are numerous, they're waiting for carrion. And what can we give them? Our bodies feed Mother Bodo, the earth. Why feed crows? Aidahamne Kairin. That would be like giving yourself to the sky. You know it's a bad way to go. And so the omen is ill. Evils always passed us by, and so it will now. Ayatai Kayara. Don't like it. Ah, no. You know what I just remembered? I just remembered that Ruben, once we talk to Lara and she tells us to get the band back together, Ruben is in the Crucible. Which means I'm gonna have to go to Lara's and come straight back here. That's unfortunate. I could load a save and then, you know, do a good path and go this way. And then kill 2 birds with 1 stone. But I don't know if I want to load a save like that. We'll see. I think we should have enough time to do this anyway. I don't think we'll be too rushed today. Nina with her bare feet out for free, I might add. Yeah, the red house. The well-read house. Yeah. He's got this, he's got a very distinct bone structure. I do like that with the canes though. You can tell, specifically with Victor and Maria and Khan, you can see the resemblance in all their faces. I quite like it. Can I help you? Where's Georgi? The judge is in his workshop. What business brings you to him? I'm Isidore Baruch's son. I'm here about our house. The workshop is in the right wing of the mansion. We're in mourning today, but I think he'll want to meet you. You're in mourning too? Yes. Simon, our patriarch, died 2 days ago under mysterious circumstances. Haven't you heard? This is one of my favourite building tracks. Building tracks, you know, tracks that play in interiors. I have. Grief comes in spades these days. Who could have known the polyhedron will turn out this way? How did it turn out exactly? From the capital, we've summoned the Stammerton brothers, 2 architects. They've come forth with a bold project, a contraption that defies gravity. In the capital they were ridiculed. We thought differently, and so we granted them this opportunity. As you can see, the polyhedron soars. I sense a but. But the polyhedron took away our children. The tower fascinates them. Inside, they've built something like a sovereign country, with my own son in charge. No one has any idea how to make them leave. Why have you let them in? My brothers, Simon and Georgi, insisted that we have to let children play. In a way, I agree with them. This is why we Canes create all these buildings after all, to change people. It doesn't matter if you... And it doesn't matter to you if they change for the better or for worse, does it? No. It's just that the tower does something to them. They don't explain this to outsiders, but I think it materializes illusions. Some sort of optical effect. Vibrations too, of course. Simon was adamant that we do not hinder the children in any way. Claimed this was the entire reason for the construction. But I want my son back. What's his name? Kaspar. Kids call him Khan. He's their leader. I suppose as his father I should be proud. Wait, he was among the children my father taught. Yes. He and your father spent a lot of time together last year. Simon and Isidore gathered some kind of coterie of children, ones they had special hopes for. I didn't have enough time to grasp the things those two taught our children. Can you describe their teachings? I cannot. I'm sorry, but I just don't know. I trusted Simon and your father. They would not harm children. We'll see about that. Is your son in the tower right now? Well, they do come out from time to time, less often than I'd like. Abandon any hope of entering the polyhedron, though. They don't let adults in. I'm gonna try anyway. Victor's interesting. He's the nicest of the Cains, which isn't saying a huge amount, but you know, it's something. I love this statue. The judge is in his workshop around the corner, but I can tell you his answer right now. Yes, you may. I may what? You may slay the outlaws at night without repercussions. You're the fifth to come and ask about that. And why have you come? I'm wondering if my man is going to come and ask the same, if he's genuinely planning to kill the killers. If he is, I'm leaving. Today. I admire your resolve. If somebody you know is planning to murder a person, even a villain, then there's something wrong with them. And I've seen a few red flags recently. Careful at night. There's no guarantee your boyfriend doesn't join the outlaws instead. Always fun to visit the Cains.
Я слишком стар. Меня уже ничто не испортит.
You're Artemy Bruch. Greetings, Judge. About the house. Now, after I've seen you with my own eyes, I relinquish all claims I have on your property. The house is yours. Why did you want our house in the first place? We Cains are a family of builders. We built this town. Every house adds something unique to its image. Let's say we keep track of this process. What did you have in store for my home? We would have examined it first. Its proportions, the taste of the space inside. With every house transforms everyone who spends more than 5 minutes within. Sometimes this transformation can be influenced or controlled. We have a great interest in these matters. Is that why you've built so many identical buildings? Exactly so. They're identical on the outside. We were interested in how much human presence could change them in return. It was an experiment in mirroring, a juxtaposition of natures. You want to ask me anything else? I do, but you seem busy. I'll ask at another time. I'm going to write a decree. Pass it to the prefect of the Hindquarters district. Today, of course. Why today? Those are the rules. The judge's decision is executed on the same day it's made. But why? This sounds inconvenient. Convenience is poison. One must accustom themselves to pursue any intention as soon as it appears, regardless of difficulty. Otherwise one burns out, gives in to doubt, starts fearing oneself. The bolder the dream, the more surely it becomes dust when the moment is lost. Now I understand. carving something. Yeah, I'm interested to get more of the canes in the bachelor route, because they've definitely changed them a bit. And they've changed more than the old Gimpskis say, definitely. This has already been exhausted for today. Lara.
То ли дождик, то ли снег, то ли будет, то ли нет.
Speak of the devil, you've started to like coming here, haven't you? Are you sure your boots won't wear down? Unhappy to see me again? Aren't you supposed to be terribly busy? I don't understand why you keep coming. Do you need my help again? I'll wash your clothes. You're filthy, like a chimney sweep. Revolting. While they dry, have some sleep. What's wrong with you, Bussagun? Woke up on the wrong side of the bed? I hate it when you call me that. Is it so hard to remember? Bussagun, your step-girls, not me. I like this moment. It's like, you know, Laura's very nice and helpful and our friend. She's also a bit racist. She doesn't like it. Bussagun, your step-girls, not me. Very harsh. They're not my step-girls. They belong to the kin. Yeah? One of yours came to me today, asked a lot of questions, said she was promised you, said a lot of things. Did you ever promise to marry her? Why in the world should you care? Ugh, whatever. Like it's any of my business. Do whatever you want. Do you make peace with Stach? Forget Stach. I see now that I'm one step away from falling out with you. Why? I'm sorry. Forget it. It's just that sometimes you feel, all too poignantly, that your life is over. You're not even 30, but you're done. Not dead, but burned through. And there's nothing ahead for you. Artemy is not the most tactful conversationalist, but what does it have to do with me? Nothing. Not now, anyway. It's just, it could have gone differently. There's a lot that goes unsaid in these two's relationship. I do quite like it. Perhaps the four of us should meet today. Even bad grief? Like the good old days. Grief? You've no idea what quagmire Grief has gotten himself in. And Stach, he's done something awful. The judge is angry at him. He summoned him to the crucible for questioning. He's still here. What does that even mean, huh? Oh, the three of you deserve each other. Let's gather together, huh? The four of us? I mean it. I'll arrange everything. Then again, indeed, you're right. Let's do it, the four of us. Grief included. Today, the old place. The Apple Road, right? By midnight, as usual. Yes, the night will be clear. Collar's not here. I think we might have to abandon the collar. Might as well take this. Take that, because I think we need that in the thing at some point. Bring those with us. And I don't need the fish. We need thread and thimble at the lair, really, to do our upgrades. Okay, that's pretty much sorted. Save again. Okay, she hasn't got anything else. Drink, please. Do I want to stop by any of the shops? Well, I guess I'm going this way anyway. Or... I was going to say I'm going this way anyway. To go back to the Crucible, but actually, you know what's even better is if I come down here, do the house, see grief, and then come back. Actually, I don't even remember if I don't remember if I need to go back to the Crucible. Yeah, I don't remember if I just go here and that's it. Or if I don't think I need to go back to the Crucible. Oh, hello Dave. Sorry if I missed your message for a while. This game is very absorbing. It takes a lot of your attention. The plague is going well. This is we're on day 3, which is the first day that the plague is actually out. And I think we're just about to have our first run-in with it. Yeah, I think I am going to fast travel down to where I need to be. This is a game where you spend a lot of time in the map screen planning exactly where you want to go and when to make the best use of your time. 35 minutes. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm constantly thinking about how much time everything is going to take and how to be optimal with everything. I don't have any blood on me. Water. Water. Should I maybe drop some stuff off first? No. I can do that in a minute. Water. Yeah, here it is. They've blocked the district off. This district is locked down. Under Dankovsky's orders, these districts are off limits to anyone but medical personnel. You that Vrak guy. It's this running bit that the Bachelor gets our name wrong. It's very good. Now that's news. What's going on? Why is this area locked off? People say something happened at the factory, like an emission? Toxic soot in the air. Makes your eyes water in a minute. Wouldn't be smart to go in without protection. And what does your beloved Dankovsky say? He says, the district is locked down and off limits to anyone but doctors. Vorach allowed. Burak. He sure has memory issues, doesn't he? Immunity boosters. 2 pills. Protective clothes, 1 unit. Here you go. Pills. Pills are good. Oh, he actually gave me clothes. That's amazing. Oh my gosh. This is actually perfect timing. I wanted this to happen while I was in the area. Notkin asks you to come by, Big Bear. Looks like our troubles hunt in packs. Was someone else poisoned? One of our lads, Patches, came down with something nasty. He's burning up, won't last long. That dandy doctor from the capital examined him. Told us the pills would kill him, for sure. How did he even find you all? Dunno, he just came sniffing about. Was looking for something. In the walls, in the kennels, even in the air. So why didn't he help? How should I know? He was rambling on about them being old and stale biotics or something. That guy is worthless fraud, he is. Wants to board us up inside our hideout and let us rot. Antibiotics. Notkin told us, go and find the younger Brach. If anyone can make sense of this mess, it's Isidore's son. That fancy weasel only thinks about boarding us up, so Brach's our only hope. We'll see. Mask. This is a nicer mask than the one we've got. But let's not throw that one away yet. Okay. First they locked the termitory, then the murders, now the factory's stopped. Unheard of. Fat Vlad would work us to death with no rest or sleep. His domain never stops. And now they're cordoning off districts too? What's going on? I wonder myself. An emergency at the factory, I guess. And now there's some sort of poisonous soot in the air. That's what people say. I don't think so. I'm afraid it's worse. And in we go. I hope you like throat singing. Right. So we are running into this horrible plague district which changes the colour of the air to prove we own a house that is inside this district. It's not the best plan. What sort of shop is this? Pharmacy. What have they got? Trust too low to... What do you mean I'm unwelcome here? I don't remember doing any crimes in this place. I'd be like throat singing, boy do I ever. Then, well, this is the place for you. Just try not to breathe in too much. The air's not good for you here. So we're in the scary house because Barak is just this determined to be a property owner. Right. So in plague houses, which this is, let me go into my inventory to stop time for a second. In plague houses like this, there are a few things to worry about. The horrible breathing sounds you can hear in the background is a plague cloud. If we walk through that, it's not good for us. And containers have a chance of being dirty, like this one is. I can show it again when we come out of this. And that means if we open it, well, it means it's basically contaminated, and if we touch it and open it, our immunity will go down very badly because we've come into contact with plague stuff. So you've got to be careful about what you loot here. Now this one is fine. Now the danger is balanced. See, there's the cloud. Lighting the lamp gets rid of it. Oh my gosh. Okay, no it didn't. That actually just hit us. Jewelry. Yeah, so the danger of these houses is balanced by the fact that they have amazing loot. See, my immunity took a hit because I guess I didn't get rid of the cloud fast enough. I need to make some space. I'll tell you what. We will... What happens if you touch the coffee? Okay, yeah, that's just actually a functional description. Most of these descriptions are not functional, and they give you a lot of flavour, but coffee, I guess. They didn't bother doing that. So we can chow down on the raw coffee beans, which is very bad for our health, but it does mean we don't have to sleep for longer, which is obviously very healthy. And let's also eat. And sure, let's drink while we're at it. Okay, that's created some space for us. We can do some more looting. Okay, I need to make sure I don't get cornered by the plague cloud you can hear behind us. Yeah, you can see it doing its patrol of this corridor. Now, this one is on a set patrol, so... Yeah, that's dirty. So we can sort of come around behind it and we will be relatively safe. Walnuts. Walnuts are probably the best, one of the best things we could find. Because that's just how this game is. Do I want to carry this mask with me? It's pretty rubbish. Plague clouds are sentient. Absolutely. Yeah, this is not a typical plague. In Pathologic 1, actually, the plague clouds had a... They basically looked like screaming skulls, which is a bit silly. They toned that down in this one, but, you know, the spirit is still there. Looting. I can hear it behind me. We don't have room for that. It's not worth it. Right. I think we've cleared out this place. There it is. Yeah, so there are plague clouds that just patrol like this one. And then there are ones that actually chase you down and follow you. Which are obviously very nasty. Rotten food. Sometimes we will be desperate enough to take that, but not right now. Right. I need to drop... Let's drop the mask for now, so that I can pick up this loot box. This just contains random stuff. Use... And the unfortunate side effect is I have no idea what it had because it just stacks on top of whatever we already had. But presumably it was good. Now this is the guy we're talking to. Which I say again, we're here because of a house. He's clearly not been having a good time. Place has been picked clean. Nothing more to loot. I know I got it all. If you're feeling brave, check the neighbouring houses. Maybe they have something left. Are you the prefect of this district? In the flesh. Isn't your job keeping people's things in their houses and not the other way around? Haven't you been outside? The air's no longer fit to breathe. I heard there was a blowout at the factory yesterday. Must be the soot settling down, choking people to death. I don't think this stuff is soot. What is it then? Something contagious. Did anyone else stay behind besides you? The poor and the brave might still be around, trying to salvage what little they can. It was decided that doctors and medical personnel may take whatever they need, since they likely need it more. That's very nice. Our looting is legal and therefore moral. You're a doctor too, as far as I know. So I may take whatever I want? You may, if you're not afraid of the soot. Alright. Townsfolk are running scared. The black stuff will dry a man's lungs in a second. I heard of several being dead already. Take the paper. Black stuff or no black stuff, the house is mine now. So, I should keep an eye on my immunity. Yes. My rights to my house have been restored. Oh, joy. Notkin's boys in trouble. Anyone is free to take anything in houses. Okay, we are done in the plague house for now. That is the house that we've gained ownership of, as you can see in the plague district. I don't think we'll go visit for now. We'll do that later. But we have a bunch of stuff to do down here, so let's get out safely. I don't trust it. I feel like it's right around the corner. I'm gonna wait. Come on. See, there it is. Please go that way. I thought it was going to change its route for a second. I was very paranoid. Actually, this is it's clean. Oh. Okay. I want that. That's jewelry. I need to clear space for something. Which is actually surprisingly difficult because I don't have anything that I really want to get rid of right now. I might drop the bullets, to be honest. Nobody wants them. They're surprisingly not valuable. And I'm not getting a gun anytime soon. Alright, I also need to make room for it. Okay. Jewelry is good. Can I take your organs? I can. I don't have room for organs. Okay, I'm gonna drop this. Time pauses while we're in our inventory, by the way, which is why I can do this safely. Pour that out. Okay, we're gonna take your blood. It's a plague cloud coming. Okay, we're gonna try and get your brain. Nice. Now, I think that was completely ethical. Wait for that to clear. What happened? I cleared the cloud. Oh yeah, this game has an organ harvesting system. In fact, it's very important. Oh, the brain's infected. Oh, that's amazing. Yeah, in organs, you can sell them on the organ market, or you can use them to brew painkillers or antibiotics. Oh yeah, and infected blood as well. These are actually both very good, and I'm glad I did that. Funnily enough, okay, I need to drink something. I'm infected. Excuse me? Okay, this suddenly got very bad. How did I get infected? Why is my immunity still going down? Is this bugged? I cleared the cloud and yet I somehow got hit by it 3 times. I feel like loading a save. This is the plague, by the way. Say hello. while we are infected, the plague will talk to us. So it's actually... Hear the plague's voice. Did I not have that already? Must have. Is it possible to permanently fail a run? That's an interesting question. No. Technically. There is no... You can die, but you'll load a save. It's possible to fail objectives. And I collapsed because I'm infected. You can fail objectives, which is obviously, well, depending on what the objective is, it can be bad for you. You can be infected. Characters can be infected and die, which can mean you miss out on their subplots. So things can go bad, but you can always reach the ending. Although you might get to a point where you're in a really bad situation, and you don't have the resources to come back from it, and you get caught in a death spiral. And in those cases, it might be good to either start again or load a save from a few days ago. This game does keep every save that you make. Once I'm out of this conversation, I can show you, but it keeps every save you make, so you will have like well over 100 saves by the time you're done. And so you can revert to any point in the game where you think you can reset to any point where you think you might be able to recover from the death spiral, which is nice. So yeah, I'd say you can't permanently fail, but you can get in very bad situations. Like this, I could choose to roll with having the plague right now, which does make things harder. Or I could load a save and try it again and see if I can do it without getting infected. So yeah, it's all just about how many bad consequences you want to roll with, really. Alright, and we've collapsed from the plague and kindly been dragged halfway across town by some urchins, which is very kind of them. Something bad happened to you, cub. You got sick, I think. Our dogs found you on the ground. The air was all black. It's emissions from the factory. Dad says they only used to pollute the water, but now the air's poisoned too, and life is suffering, and the pig is a bloodsucker, and worse. Well, he's not wrong. Here, have an immunity pill. So that you don't faint anymore. Alright? Notkin gave us some, but you need it more. It suppresses all kinds of diseases. It also tingles on your tongue. What about you? We're small. A single pill can last me a day. But I'm actually very healthy. My belly never even aches. You do look like a healthy lad. Oh, they even got me a mattress and everything. Right. What do I want to do? That is kind of annoying, because I was right next to all these objectives I wanted to do. And now I have to run back and waste time. I do have an item on me right now that will cure the plague. But it's very bad for me. It will take me down to like no health. But I think that should be alright. I tell you what, I'll probably use one of these, but not until later when I can sleep to get my health back. Also, this clock actually does tell the in-game time, which blew my mind when I realised that. last week, I think. Oh, loading zone. Yeah, so the infection, that is very bad. I went my whole... No, I was about to say I went my whole first run without getting infected, but that's not true. But I definitely didn't get infected this early. I just can't believe what happened with that plague cloud. Like, the lantern is supposed to clear it, and it did clear it. And then it took my immunity down. But even then, just taking my immunity down isn't enough. You need to be hit with it again. But then I did get infected. And then it also took my immunity down even more when I took the immunity booster. It's like I was just getting constantly hit, like I was standing in a plague cloud, but I'd moved out of the way. I don't know. The game can be a bit jank, I'm not gonna lie. But it's all part of the hostility package you're signing up for. Right, that's not refilled. Hello. He will die, Emshin. You will take his fate into your hands, and he will die. Stain not your hands with the death of a person who trusts you. How do you know he will die? You're not a healer yet. You will fail. You're a big man, but not so big as to take on responsibility for others. But someone must try it. This is where you're right. We cannot simply let it happen without a fight. So let me fight. Then let this be a learning experience for me. Move aside, Kete. I won't hide behind your back. You believe taking your father's vessel was enough to become him? You jest, Emshin. You cannot heal. You know not the lines. Don't take too much on, or you'll snap like a rotten bough. Well, we'll see now if I can heal or not. Do I have any space in my inventory? I don't. I might have to drop something to make room for the antibiotics they give me. Oh, and the changeling's here.
Шутник, покойник. Помер во вторник, а в среду встал, да корову украл.
That was a bit shorter than the English line. That big city doctor was just here too. Told me to pass a message on. Don't waste your time on Patches, it's over for him. Instead, pull yourself together and come see me. I've got something important for you. That's it. That's what he said? He can get bent. We scrounged up all these pills from all over town, but the big city doctor said Patches will die if we give him any. His body can't take the strain. But you're gonna try it anyway, aren't you? Pills? Is this rat poison or something? He said those are good antibiotics. Rambled on about being old, No, he didn't say they're good. He said those are antibiotics, not good antibiotics. Rambled on about them being old, stale, more harm than good. Said we need to know exactly what's wrong before we can use them. Patches is burning up like a lit match, but there's no knowing why. Let's have a look at Patches. Old Barak would have had something for this. He used herbs to find out what's wrong with his patients. Used to say Twire reveals everything hidden in a body. Can you do that? I can do many things. Come on, take the pills. Here, a handful for everything. Just make sure you figure out which one to give him, alright? The correct one will probably do the trick. Hand them over, I'll take a look. Diagnostics is the father of treatment. To learn which antibiotic might help Patches, I need to figure out which of his 3 layers is sick.
Жалко мне тебя, человек. Хороший ты такой. Устал только очень.
You've got a schmauder on you. How do you know? I can sense that foul stench a mile away. You got me, I've got a schmouder. What now? You're not planning on giving it to Patches, right? It might kill him, you know. I'm not. I'll treat him with normal medicine. Yeah, I'm not. These are valuable. I'm not going to waste them on some nameless kid. I need to save that for a named character. Right. Give medicine. I don't want to use my good drugs on him. I gotta be honest. He is not that valuable of a patient. We got it. It's white, so we need the white pills. Let's just drop that for now. Take the pills. There we go, his infection's gone down. You did all you could, only a miracle can help now. This being the miracle, but I'm not going to give him that. My treatment helped Patches. Let's hope he doesn't kick me off a ledge in return. I came into my legacy. I traced Father's path and learned the voices of herbs. I entered his secret house and learned his craft. I will take care of his patients. I have proven that I know the lines. I am a Menku. Artemis got a big confidence boost because we correctly treated one person. But we gotta treat a whole lot more. I gotta make room for this brain. Who knew brains were so big? There's really nothing I want to drop. Can't. That's 8 matches. That's... Yeah, the kids I can trade with aren't here anymore. Is he going to make it? Sadly, the best laid plans of mice and men oft go badly, as Grief likes to say. And that bachelor said it was no use. I knew he was lying, the big city grifter. Impossible this, goner that. Nonsense. Wanted you to abandon us and go see him about some urgent business instead. They wanted me to abandon a patient in favour of chatting with him. Charming. Well, he told us it was hopeless. We were worried you'd believe him and leave Patches to die. What did you give him, by the way? One of your old man's tinctures? You're a shifty one, aren't you? You should have more faith in me. Well, he told us things looked grim, and that you should drop everything to go talk to him. Because he said it's a desperate situation, and our lot has to be quarantined. He said you shouldn't even come here, so don't catch it yourself. Your yang should stay put for now. Keep off the streets, alright? Bachelor Dankovsky has deemed me worthy of speaking with him. Isn't that the truth? What am I going to drop? I guess I only have one thread, so dropping that isn't too bad, but thread is also pretty valuable. I can come back for it. But I do really want the brain. Save.
Что ты так смотришь на меня? Я не кусаюсь.
Sticky! This is my son. Not literally, but he is. So I cleaned our place up. I burned the trash, took away the bones. I mean the cracked ones. And I put that weird grey goo from the tablet in a bucket. Might be useful, right? No rest for the wicked, huh? I can also whip up something for us to eat. Got any money? Don't you dare. Anyway, when are you coming back? I'm Should I wait for you or what? Someone's got to take care of your dad's stuff and stuff. I think it would be great if we did it together. Why do you care anyway? By the way, I broke a pipe over there. I don't think it was important though, so don't hit me, alright? I'll fix it myself. Boar has a pipe like that. I bet he'll trade it for a bottle of alcohol. We have a couple of those, right? No trading anything. Take that. Hey. Where did Aspity go? Alright, I need to drop off loot at the lair. I need to go talk to Grief. And then run across town to chat to them. Yeah, this is all doable. More herbs? I just walked past this place. Oh, that's a good herb too. Alright, I'll drop 2 of these for 1 of the good herbs. That's our health going down. Luckily, we're not contagious while we're infected. That was originally in the plans. They wanted to have a dynamic infection system, but they weren't able to get it working, which, while it sounds cool, I'm very grateful they they didn't do it. Grief. A guest is best when you see them less. What's wrong with everyone today? Are you trying to drive me nuts? I've got enough on my plate. Will you tell me? No. Long tongues lead to short lives. If you have a point, get to it. If not, don't let the door hit you on the way out. We're getting together this night. The 4 of us. The old place. Huh? Why all of a sudden? Because it's time we stopped bickering. The old place. As in by the gumstone at the railroad? Yes, next to the basket. Go ahead. The 3 of you will have more fun without me. Me and Stuck are at each other's throats too. He can barely stand me. Blames me for father's death. Wow, what tree did he fall from to hurt his head so? Must have been that new tower. Precisely. I don't know, Cub. I've got a full plate here. Those men, the night hunters, they're too fond of playing with knives. Way too fond. Where'd they all even come from? It's not just your plate, it's everyone's now. Not my fault, but somehow it is. Never took blood, but I dressed for a red harvest. How it bloomed. Forget it. I'll deal with it myself. So take this chance to explain it to Stark and Lara. And me. This is our buddy. He's the local crime lord, but he's really more wholesome than you'd expect for all that. As if this game wasn't bleak enough. Yeah. They were just thinking, how can we make it more punishing? Luckily, the bachelor route looks like it's going to be completely different mechanics, so I'm guessing that means we don't have to worry about getting infected once again. But who knows? I am very much looking forward to that. They said there was going to be an alpha of the bachelor route by like last September, but obviously that didn't happen. But I think they're getting close to something. Now everyone acknowledges you. Everyone says you have embarked upon the path of your father. Make it so they unlock the termit tray. Be Takran, something's off about it. Trouble must be brewing. What trouble? We don't know. Make them tell us. Make them open the termitary. Gonna ask me to grant 3 wishes too? Everyone says you're a Menku. Once you're allowed to cut bodies, cut my brother, please. Release him of release him of evil meat, so he may speak. When will I be allowed to do that? The elders will say when. Can we bring my brother to you? Will you cut away his pain? I myself live to see that fine moment. You were unjustly suspected yesterday, but now everyone believes you. My sister is about to give birth. The older women say the child is big. She is small, and so she will die if not helped. Will you help her? I will. Bring her here when her water breaks. And we will never hear from him again. I choose to hope that means the birth went swimmingly.
Huh?
Behara, you are a true heir to Isidore. You showed it with alacrity with your deeds. You know the ties that bind the world. Drop it, Kete. I'll never compare to him. He was a true weaver. Any new thoughts on the contents of the Udar? I'll think about them. Alright. Save. This is my organ and sundries cabinet. Alright, I want to leave these here. Right. Leave the blood too. Drop 1 Schmauder. We're gonna keep 1 with us. I want to keep the jewelry on me because I need to sell that. Keep the antibiotics. Got 3 charms. That's pretty good. Keep the jewelry together. Keep the antibiotics together. You love sorting your items. Oh boy, has this game got you covered. No home is complete without an organ and sundries cabinet. That's what I keep saying. You know, before I unlocked my home, I was keeping them in other people's houses, and they didn't mind. Which can only mean it's completely normal. Do I need any of these? I would like to repair the scalpel. Because it's easier to keep it topped up than repairing it from nothing. I can't upgrade my inventory yet. Alright, thimble. Leave that there. Just thinking, tweezers can stay here. I don't need those yet. I have so many grindstones. Beetle. Yeah, we want all of these on us. I sell these. I need these for immunity and medicine stuff. That's for trading. I should leave that here, actually. It's important to have those on hand. Okay, I think that's good.
Ты не плюй, себя пожалей.
Let's leave most of my water here, because I don't need it. Am I going to save again? Oh yeah, I was going to show you the load thing. So yeah, every single time I've saved at one of those clocks, it has kept it, and it will continue to do so. So yeah, you can revert to any point if you feel like you're getting into a death spiral. So it's not necessary to start from the beginning if you get into a bad situation. Although you might think it would be easier to start from the beginning, because this game benefits a lot from knowing how the systems work and then being able to optimize right from the get-go. You don't have anything to say. What am I doing now? I need to head over here. And quickly. Because by 4 o'clock, stuff will happen. $50 minutes, that's fine. I've got to be quick. Oh yeah, messing up is completely expected for this game. And it does have enough systems that, you know, you have options. Like, there are ways to get out of a spiral and, you know, do good. That's one thing that I think this game does a lot better than the first one, is that there are just so many more systems. It's a much richer game mechanically. And so you do have options. What time is it? Okay, I have time. Start.
Время дорого.
With your deep voice. Well, I'm overjoyed to see you too. Forget it. You hear about Simon's body as well. You're a bit late. I performed the autopsy on the same day, and on the next day, the body went missing. Maybe the two of us should go looking for it. I've already convinced the judge that it wasn't my fault. I am, after all, a pathoanatomist, not a guard. Canes have enough people, they'll find it, so it's not our problem anymore. Then why are you here? Maria, the Kane's daughter, wanted to talk, and when she wants something, you don't argue. She took after Nina, if you know what I mean. Maria probably wants to discuss Simon. So here I wait. Got it. By the way, I came here looking for you. Why? We want to gather this evening at the old place. By the basket? Touching. Bad grief included? Yes, he is. Heard you loud and clear. Now excuse me, but I need to prepare for a tough conversation. Just wait a second, tell me. Reconciling everyone was of course Lara's idea. No, Stuck, it was mine. Why can't we rob the rich people's house? The plague chanting is so good. Oh, hello, Maria.
Дождь еще этот проклятый. Кончится он когда-нибудь или нет? И льет, и льет. И льет, и льет.
What are you doing here? I was looking for Reuben. He's upstairs waiting for you. No one enters this house uninvited. Get lost and do not return unless summoned. Will you ever summon me? She doesn't even let me leave on my own. Yeah, the chanting in Russian, I might have said this already, I don't remember. The chanting in Russian is quite different from English. In English it's more like, it does that thing where they have a man and a woman's voice whispering at the same time to give it this eerie effect. But I do prefer how they do it in Russian with the kind of chanting they do. It's the big tower. Hate to break it to you, big fella, but we don't let just anyone in. What do you want, a password? Nah, no passwords. All I want is an answer to a simple question. No strings attached. Go ahead, I could use one of those lately. Are you older than 18? Joke, I'm almost 30. Just as I thought. Fuck off, big fella. We're 16 and under here. Tried to cut you a little slack what with your size, but this won't do. That's a bit harsh, don't you think? Those are the rules. The tower is all ours. No adults allowed. So the tower's chock full of kids. We got some space left. There's only 700 of us. What'd you even do in there? You're asking too many questions. To hell with these games. Tell Khan I said hi. Grief, Stark. Okay, yeah, that's all that chain. Khan barely leaves the new building across the river. I can't reach him. Birds are still going. I have been fast traveling a lot recently. Sure, take one of those. That noise. I'm pretty sure that noise is it plays when the plague is incrementing up. I might actually... I thought 4 o'clock was the cutoff, but maybe not. Oh, maybe it's 4:30. Love these guys. Dr. Dankovsky ordered us to meet him here, by the house he's staying at. We've been waiting for half an hour, but he still isn't coming out, meaning he's busy. So we wait. You will too. Who are you? Volunteers. Orderlies. He made us put on these clothes and come to him. The man clearly has theatrical ambitions. Why did he make you wear this? You can also see sort of the outline of the guy in the costume underneath. Flea protection. He said we'd thank him soon, and we believe him. Good that you're taking hygiene so seriously. Right, we're getting to a big event here. You. Who are you? Who are you? You look weird. Why would I introduce myself first? I don't talk to strangers. My name is Artemy. Are we acquainted now? What do you want? You look like you can hardly read, and I doubt you're into stargazing. Where's Danil Dankovsky? He's staying here, right? He isn't here, and he isn't coming. He's gone to the town hall for a meeting, an important meeting, with doctors. Why would he set up our meeting here, then? He couldn't. He didn't. And you know what? You're not welcome in this house. Stop shaking. We need to talk business. I think she's scared of me. Artemy's quite a large fella. This is the esteemed doctor's lab. Of course, he's not here. This is such a good scene. So many rodents. All of our objectives are gone, except this one. These aren't really objectives. Oh, and of course it starts raining. The Jerboas hopping about. And look, we've kindly got these guys pointing us the way. Well, the rain stopped pretty quickly. I love these guys just standing here. And of course, coffins everywhere. That's not foreshadowing. And barriers. More coffins. Look, they even put up very comforting posters. This way. Ha! I love this one. The hand of death. Reaching out for the town. But of course, we'll avoid it because we're good at the game. Actually, we haven't died yet, which I'm happy with. I hope I can do a deathless run because there is a little something that happens if you manage that I'm hoping to see. The coffins. I like this one as well. Good art in this game. Hey, my reputation went up. We're in the middle of emergency times and he's complaining about his children. An epidemic, bruh. Plague. And if it's the sand plague that smothered 300 of my workers 5 years ago, then it's serious. Very serious, my boy. Your father saved us back then. But now I need you at hand. Do I make myself clear? Clear as day. A family doctor. A tame doctor, right? You know, Brach, in olden days, pirates used to hunt ships that carried doctors because they were worth more than gold. Imagine that. And I'm a bit of an old pirate myself. Be prudent, my boy. Surely you appreciate your value now. I sure do. So unfortunately, I'll have to decline, boss. I have my own business to attend to. You don't understand yet. You're a bull-headed, stubborn young man. But you will. When a 3-body thick pile of corpses lies atop Isidore's, maybe we'll talk then. This a medical meeting? Why wasn't I invited? That's of no concern to you, Brach. Everything important that could be done, I've done already. There will be a fund, there will be a headquarters, intrigues, sleepless nights. Everyone thinks they're crucial to defeating the outbreak, But they're scared, mistaken. What can they tell you? I'm a doctor. I need the full picture. So you have some time on your hands. Then go to each of them. Talk to 1, 2, 3 people. Fill your head with minutiae. While time is running out. Your time. Oh yeah, that's alright, Dave. Thanks for dropping in. Don't want to spoil too much of the game for you, and enjoy Xenogears. You're on disc 2 now, right? As I understand it, that becomes a weird, like, play that uses PS1 puppets on the second disc. But I hope you enjoy it. 7 empty conversations. You don't need them. I can tell you all you need to know. It's your fault. You should have invited me from the start.
Дурак. Какой же я был дурак.
Durach, the situation is regretful. I just didn't have time to warn you. You shouldn't have started the meeting without me. Well, let's get down to business. We have 3 doctors in town. 4 if we count the deranged girl who claims to have a healing touch. Rubbish, of course. But she has a lot of energy and she knows a thing or two, so it won't hurt to let her work. Burach, allow me to be frank. Shoot. Where did you graduate? What are your qualifications? Do you have a degree? I don't have a degree. Burach, I want you to become my aide. Our primary goal is developing a vaccine. You're a local and enterprising. I need your help. A vaccine is something you create for the future, not for the people who are sick now. You just want to protect your buddies in the capital if the plague spreads, huh? Other towns like this one exist, you know. If this disease is half as lethal as the outbreak 5 years ago, this place is doomed. Other people can be saved. Or perhaps you have better suggestions. How can you know that? You weren't here 5 years ago. You weren't here 5 days ago. Neither were you. But I've been collecting evidence since yesterday, when you were dashing around the steppe. My explorations have actually been successful. And mind your tone, Barach. I don't take kindly to rudeness. Familiarity breeds affection. I'm sure you'll grow to appreciate it. So what do you have in mind, Barach? I need to find a way to save people. And you're calling me ambitious? If this is the same disease that broke out here 5 years ago, then plague is like mumps compared to it. We don't know what really happened during that outbreak. Think about it. A curative serum for an unknown disease, this contagious and this lethal, on such short notice. What a utopian thought. A vaccine, on the other hand, can protect the healthy, the people who still have a chance. I'd rather take care of those who are already suffering. I will make the vaccine, but I can't do it without you. All you need to do is be at hand and do as I say. I will take full responsibility for the situation. Perhaps I'll drop by, if I have time.
Пальцы не гнутся. Это холод. Просто холод.
This is a lot of reading. Well, I guess the sentimental bout with the old friends is cancelled. Time to work. Drop the sarcasm, will you? I know what you're thinking. You want to look for the murderer, avenge your father. Forget it. Let me handle it. I'll do it better than you. Father would want you to work, not seek vengeance. Work in his stead. let you handle it. Why in the world? You failed him. You hesitated and left him in trouble. In my book, you have forfeited your right to revenge. Leave it to me. I can do better. And you... well, you're a better doctor than me. What does this mean for me? You're no longer a surgeon, you're a pharmacist. I'm better at dissecting people, in all senses, Brach. But to create an infusion, like Isidore did, that requires your intuition, your hands. It gives me no pleasure to admit all this, but it's true. I'll do whatever duty requires of me. Got it?
Давит что-то меня этот дом. Воздуха мало. Воздуха.
I'm sorry, I'm just seething in rage looking at this guy. I've just noticed, does he have heterochromia? Or is it just the lighting? I don't know. That definitely looks more brown, and that's more grey, but that's also what the lighting on his face is like. This is humiliating. Father purposely charges me with tasks that present our family in the ugliest possible light. Supplying the fund with adequate food and medicine is clearly impossible. My efforts here are futile. Why? Going door to door and seizing people's stockpiles of medicine and food? Insanity. They won't hand it over, of course. They barely have anything left. How did this happen? No one knows why the train is almost a month late. We've maintained regular shipments of meat and skins, so where's our pay? Where's the regular supply train? We're on the brink of starvation. There are no stocks left, which means everyone's on their own now, and I will have to kneel in front of my father and take responsibility for this fiasco. You're a smart man. You'll find a way.
Душа понемногу выходит с дыханием. Надо просто реже дышать, и не глубоко.
3 ruling families will recruit volunteers to observe order. The dangerous districts will be cordoned off. Entry or exit will not be possible. Any crimes against health or property will be punished immediately. What does this mean for me? His favourite question. You're a doctor, so you have privilege. Unlike others, you're allowed entry, and more importantly, exit from infected areas. We rely on your responsibility. If you discover you're infected, you won't attempt to conceal or spread it, correct? Sure. It would be very funny if coming to this meeting while you're infected just infects everyone important in the town. Yes.
Не кричите. Мне дороги шаги, шорохи, сполохи.
If it's the same sickness, all measures are pointless. Wishful thinking. Illusional actions. It's clear what we're dealing with. Fire from heaven. The great flood. None shall be spared, save for the 10 righteous men. But we need to fight. That's what makes life meaningful. Whatever's left of it. Forget the plague. You can't affect it. Think of yourself, not of the disease. Search your soul. Are you a righteous man? Or are you one of the cattle for the slaughter? Whom will it kill and whom will it spare? And why? This is the curious question which must be answered. By me, Doctor, not you. Yeah, that much is clear. He's clearly still having morphine problems. The hospital will be set up in the theatre. Possible infected will be examined there every day. The disease will be studied, and we'll even try curing it. They say there's no cure for the sand pest, but Dr. Dankovsky still has hope. An anatomy theatre, huh? You have a talent with puns. Yogi, my man.
Почвой и космосом протянута пуповина. Она и лестница, и пружина, и тетива. Это ты.
Spreading across Earth. Sorry, I can't do the deep gravelly voice he just did. The lower town, between the gullet and the abattoir. Thanks, Judge. I know what part of town is called Earth. 2 architects live in Earth, Andre and Peter Stammerton, both geniuses, each in his own way. Please take them into your care. You could let the whole town die, but these 2 must survive. Why? Because you won't find minds like theirs anywhere else on the whole continent. We hunted them for much too long. My brother Simon collected many brilliant specimens in this town. You know, it's an ark. Where do they live? Peter lives in a loft in the Tanners. Andre, though, rarely leaves the Broken Heart, his pub below the factory. I put my hopes on you, Doctor. Pay them a visit as soon as you can. I know that place. It's a Twirin den. I had no idea it's run by a genius. Alright. Saved it. I think that's where we're going to call it for today. 3.5 hours. It's not bad. Main menu. I said it was going to go quicker. We managed to go through the latter part of day 2 and most of day 3 today. So, you know, things are going faster. Let me just see if anyone else is playing this game. You know, it's the polite thing to do. Nobody in English. Oh, I'll tell you what. There is someone streaming Pathologic 1 right now. Yeah, I'll tell you what. I will raid them. Why not? I can practice raiding. Let's see. Raid channel. Okay. Let me just turn the game sound off for me because it's kind of loud. Start raid. Okay. Thank you for everyone who joined. I'll see you soon.